with these three shulker boxes. Wait, one, two. With these four shulker boxes. Wait. Yes, with these four shulker boxes, greatness will be had today. Hello, my name is Se7en. I am your host today in today's episode of The Se7en Show. And as promised, I have gathered the materials and we are going to attempt, keyword attempt, to build a witch farm. I have never built one before, so this is going to be fun. And as I look around, getting inspired by the beautiful marketplace as well as the potential for renovating the older buildings over there, I just have to say I'm excited for where today is going to go. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to do a little bit of this. Don't turn your back on me. Don't make the same mistake, okay? A little bit of that.
Kill him with minecarts.
And finally, let us get started. So when I made this marketplace here with all these lovely villagers and the village breeder, I had to go a long ways out. The village here that was already here, all the villagers died. I don't know how that happened. Totally wasn't me and letting zombies attack them. So I had to go out further this way to a neighboring village and steal 2 villagers. And that was a hassle. Why am I telling you this? Well, quite simply, when I was hijacking the 2 villagers, I stumbled upon a witch farm that was somewhere over this way. Okay, let's see. It's not that far, but it is definitely past the flower forest biome. There, okay, so there's one of the landmarks, the giant cliffside over there. So we're going to keep going this way. It's a little bit to the right of it. I'm not sure if this is a witch hut that is good to use. I am using a design. I'll link the design in the description of this video. But once we get there, we'll get started. And there it is. So you may be wondering, Se7en, why are we doing an episode that will probably involve redstone? Well, first things first, I'm not an expert redstoner by any means. I know how to build certain things without needing a guide. But yeah, this one definitely for me will require a guide. I'm using an Ilmango design. Great guy, don't know him personally. Kinda wish I did. Anyways, so we are going to build this, and you may be wondering, as I just said, I'm not a redstoner. So what can I offer? Well, it is my opinion that there are some general bits of advice that on these videos aren't always, suggested. And that's what this episode is going to be about. I'm going to build it, we're going to look at it, and I'm going to give you some bit of advice that might be missing. So, for example, gathering all of the materials beforehand. Normally, when you look up a redstone design of anything, like if you want to build anything, in the comment section or sometimes in the videos on YouTube, will have somebody or the creator list every material that you would need. It is my opinion that gathering all these materials first and foremost is really, really important. So that's what I did, and that's what I encourage you to do. Secondly, and I find this extremely important, I recommend looking in the comment section to see if the version of the thing that you're trying to build, like the storage system or a witch farm, is still up to date and it hasn't been broken. I built also versions. Yes. I almost forgot about that. Versions of Minecraft is important. I built a guardian farm on another server a long time ago on Bedrock, but I did not Bedrock edition of Minecraft. I did not check the design to see if it was compatible with Bedrock or Java. So I built a whole giant guardian farm that took several hours and a lot of materials just to realize that it would not work. So don't make the same mistake. Do not make the same mistake that I made. Yes, hi Cal. You don't make the same mistake that I did, okay? Don't turn your back on me. Don't make the same mistake, okay? You can be a Redstoner if you believe. And so can you guys. Oh man, it's getting dark, and I did not bring a bed. So, yes, make sure that when you're building a design, it's compatible to the Minecraft version that you're playing. So, I'm going to go get a bed so I won't, die in the darkness. And we'll get started on this and see if this one is actually a good one. If not, we'll just cut to a magically new witch farm that I have found. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so the next important little tip that I kind of just, figured out on my own is definitely make sure you bring a bed, and definitely make sure that you write down the coordinates of where you're about to build next. If you're building something that is further away, whoop, I can't climb up that, further away from your base. Because I got lost, and that doesn't happen to me a lot, and I feel embarrassed that happened. Anyways, so yeah. And when you have found your location to build your thing, I also recommend having like a little temporary base setup. It doesn't have to be big. You might want to put walls or have it, underground. I'm just going to have faith that I will somehow magically live and do the foolish thing. So maybe not do this advice and not just have a bed on the top of the ground, but bury it, put torches around, ender chest, reliable torches and things that you need, and boom, bada bing, good to go. Alright, so let us see. I am going to check and see if this witch farm will work, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here is another little trick that you could do. You might, depending on, how do I say it? Depending on the kind of server or game that you want to play for survival, you might count this as cheating, you might not. For me, I feel like that I've played a lot of Minecraft, and as long as I'm not in creative mode where I have unlimited everything, I do not really count this as cheating. So one thing that you could do if you are the operator of your world, or just, of your offline world or whatever, you can go to game mode spectator. And what that does is it allows you to move freely around to see where things are. Now, yes, you can exploit this, but for me, what I'm doing is this design requires an area dedicated just for the witches to spawn, and I'm working on preparing that. But part of the problem is other mobs can spawn, which can create problems, and I have to mob proof the surrounding area. And one of the areas is, well, caves. So luckily for this location of the witch farm, there's not any caves. I wasn't looking too hard. I don't plan on going to any mine shafts or anything that I find using the spectator way of, I guess, moving and playing. So, just a little trick that you could do if you want to optimize and make sure that you picked a reasonably good location. It's up to you. I recommend it for simple things, not big, complex kind of ordeals or what have you. But, to each their own. So I'm going to continue to clear this out and prepare the spawning platform. Again, as I mentioned earlier, if you want the complete tutorial on how to build this, then I will link it in the description. This video is to talk about simple tricks that people might not know when constructing these kinds of things. General advice. Okay, still working on the spawning platform. I cleared out the bottom like the video said. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so here's another little bit of advice. If you're constructing something, and as you could tell, I had to dig out a thing, I highly recommend building a separate chest or get a shulker box, and you just put all the stuff that you know for a fact that you will not need. This will save you some time because you know that it's not going to be sitting in your inventory, and you can continue to build and not have to look through a lot of items. I really have a lot of faith in this setup. This is the first time that I'm actually using it, but I mean, logically it makes sense, right? I mean, does it? Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna keep building and then we'll come right back. Okay, so I have built some of the base and I'm replicating it. The video told me to build one of these and I have to replicate it all the way down. Some advice that I would give is when it comes to mirroring something, just work on one thing at a time. That way you don't get your brain crisscrossed. I am now focusing on the repeaters, and they're going to go there. And then I'm going to get the wood. It doesn't have to be wood. You can use any solid block, but I'm now putting that here. And it just keeps my mind sane and not confused about what I am doing. So I highly recommend that you do the same. I'm going to continue doing this. Okay, so I have made one floor. Now I gotta do it through a few more times. 2 more times? 3 more times? I don't know. I'm gonna continue to do that and then bring us back again. But basically what we have now is the witches respawn in here and move around, and then they fall because the soul sand is just ever so shorter than, regular blocks. And it will basically make the witches glitch down. Ain't Minecraft nifty? Okay, so I'm gonna get to work on that. Hey dude, how you doing?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Not much. I just wanted to come and visit your area.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
What are you working on?
Um, uh, Trying to make this farm. I just realized I hadn't built it as big as I thought I had. So yeah, dying to creepers.
Well, you could.
I had my entire sheep farm totally annihilated by
Oh
a creeper
my.
earlier. So
Wait, really? That's funny.
yeah. So
You
that was kind of fun, and I've died to skeletons a lot. So
you could try surrounding your entire base with a cactus. Like put cacti all around.
Ah, dude, cactus, and then I can die every time I leave.
Well,
That sounds brilliant.
you would just never leave.
There you go. There we go. Confine myself to my own realm. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I've got this mine down here. Um, it's been pretty cool, but I think I've probably lost more than I've gained from coming
Oh
down here,
my.
based on the number of times I've died. So yeah, no, it's been fun. Yeah, yeah,
That's great. I've been
yeah.
working on a witch farm, and it's taken a while.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what is that?
it's a thing that'll obliterate all the witches.
Ooh.
Obliterate all the. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I've been
Oh,
around witches too much.
yeah,
Do you want to go check
yeah,
out a little bit of it?
dude, absolutely. That sounds cool.
So yeah, like right here was where
What?
the witch farm was, or well, the witch hut was. And witch huts,
Okay.
they spawn witches. So I am making a witch farm.
Doesn't
Duh.
look like much of a witch hut anymore.
No, 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 I destroyed it.
Okay.
So, do you want me kind of lightly explain how it works?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is cool. All right, so you just stay right here and I'll show you. Okay, so
Oh God.
yeah, so all right, I'm not gonna move yet. So do you see the soul sand and do you see the wood that
I see wood, but I don't know what soul sand is.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, all right, that's fine. All right, so the wood that is next to the planks, right? All right, so next to the trapdoors. That wood,
Okay.
yeah, the witches are gonna spawn there, okay?
Okay.
And they're gonna move around. And when they move around, that happens. Now you
Oh.
may be wondering, why is that important? So, all right, so this right here, what I just placed down, is soul
Mhm.
sand, and
Mhm.
pretend this is the wood. All
Okay.
right. So even though they both look like they are the same height, Se7en is actually shorter by 1 pixel. But you
What?
but not you can't tell it visually, but like it's in terms of its being programmed, it's shorter by one pixel. So what happens is
What?
a witch will spawn here on this block that I'm on and
Uh-huh.
move around, and what'll happen is it'll get on the Se7en block, and through clever moving of both of these blocks, the witch will glitch through the floor
What?
and into a kill chamber that I have yet to make.
What?
Yeah.
So what do you kill them with? What's the kill chamber gonna be?
The kill chamber is going to consist of a small area and 28 minecarts.
Kill them with mine carts.
What happens is the witches will go into a little area with the 28 minecarts, and because of entity cramming, they will be too many entities in one spot that the witches will die.
Oh, they'll squish themselves.
Yeah, with each other to death. Yeah.
Mm,
So that's what I'm working on right now.
that's
Um,
sweet.
and I have to make several more layers of what you see right here. But yeah,
Several more. Wow.
yeah, I'm working
That's
on
gonna be
the
a lot of
second.
witches.
I'm working on the second layer, and then I have to
Mhm.
make a third one, and then that'll be it for that. And I'm using a design by Il Mango. He makes these kinds of contraptions on YouTube all the time, and basically, like, this will generate 4,300 drops from witches per hour.
Wow. Wow. 4,000.
Yep.
That is a lot. Jeez. You're gonna be freaking. That's a lot of witches.
Yeah, that's a lot of witches. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to work, but yeah,
Awesome.
I'll come visit you some more, and you can tell me what you're working on. So yeah,
Woo.
do you know how I
Sounds
get?
good.
Do you know how I get back?
Uh, Not completely, but I'm just gonna start swimming in this direction since this is where we came from, and hopefully that's the right thing to
If
do.
I think if you keep going that way, you'll eventually find home.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
I'll see you later.
See you later, bud. Uh, Pop up like a dolphin. Nope. There we go. Never mind.
Alrighty, guys. So we have done a lot of work today. We were able to hang out with a good, chill friend of mine. He's part of this server. I'm excited that we were able to see him. But because the witch farm is taking a little bit longer, and as you can tell, I've had to place a lot of torches everywhere, we are going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we're going to do a two-parter for this. So I hope to see you next Thursday with the next part where we will finish up the witch farm and create the handy-dandy little kill chamber with 28 or so minecarts. I hope to see you then. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Goodbye.